Hi, today we're going to do a pick a card reading to figure out what your soul mission is. I recently heard the phrase soul mission or life mission in the reading that Aphrodite did on whether or not Jenna Marbles is coming back, and somehow that phrase sort of stuck with me. And when I was thinking of topics to do for a pick a card reading, I drew from actually the deck that I'm going to be using in this pick a card reading, the Witching Academy Tarot. I drew the Three of Wands, which is about going out there. But if you want to get out there, you sort of want to know what is going to be your mission, what's going to be the thing that you want to do that is going to light that fire inside your heart, inside your soul. So that is what this reading is going to be about. And to pick a pile, I have chosen three little shells that I actually got gifted by one of the people that I once did a tarot reading for. So this is going to be a general tarot reading, but if you want a private, personal, one-on-one tarot reading, you can click the link in the description box below to do that. But let's get started with your options. So first we have pile number 1 with this shell, pile number 2 with a little bit of a darker colored shell, and pile number 3 has this completely white shell that's also a little bit larger than the other ones. So take a little bit of time to sort of meditate on the options. We'll have pile number 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Let me actually do something that I have never done before, but I really appreciate in other pick a card readings. So I'm going to give you a little sound to listen to. You can click a timestamp in the description box below, but let's get started. Hi, pile number 1, you chose this shell here. I'm going to put it right here next to the microphone. We're first going to start with looking at your current energy. That one flew out. 2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords is about making a decision, about having to do something, so being at a crossroads, and you don't really know much about either option that you're having to take, but you're gonna have to trust on your intuition, you're gonna have to trust on your logic, you're gonna have to trust on what you know and what you think is gonna be the right decision. So if this feels like this is a place where you are right now, then you probably chose the right pile. If not, you might want to go back and pick another pile, but let's get going. For the next card, I want to take a look at what is it that you want out of life? Like, what is it that you want out of life? I have the Emperor. You want to make a difference. You want to be in control. You don't want anyone else to have control over your life. You want to have control not only over your life, but you actually want to influence other people. You want to sort of have control over other people's lives, but not as in an authoritative, power hungry kind of way, but more as in, I know that I can help others and I want to do something. I want to, it's this entrepreneurial energy. So starting a business, doing something for yourself where you are in charge and you can actually help people, like followers. Or the thing that I have in mind is this area of where people live, and there is the Emperor ruling over that area, but he's more than just a ruler. He makes sure that everything is working. The Emperor can also indicate structure, so giving structure to life, giving structure to maybe the way other people live life, because some of those might not know how to. So that is sort of what I see that you want. Maybe you want to start your own business, but you're not really sure how. You want to have influence over other people, but maybe you're not really sure how. So let's see, what are your dreams? What are your dreams, pile number 1? I have the 9 of Wands. That is interesting. This is about determination, about powering through. It's not easy. The journey hasn't been easy, but you're going to power through anyway. And it is interesting that that is coming up as your dream. Is it that you want to help others power through, that you want to help others with their determination? It could be something like that. I actually want to get a clarifier on how can pile number 1, like, what does that mean? The determination part of the dream. What does it mean? Interesting. You saw me shuffle. I got the 10 of Wands. So yes, it's helping people who are stuck, who are who are experiencing blockages, who are experiencing obstacles. You want to help them overcome those obstacles so that they can get where they want to be, where they need to be. And you also want to help them with their overwhelm, because the 10 of Wands is a card of feeling very overwhelmed, carrying a lot of weight with you, physical, mental, emotional, carrying a lot of weight with you, and having to sort of overcome that overwhelm. It can actually also mean like spiritual overwhelm. If any of you want to do some spiritual work, that is definitely something that can be shown here. So you want to help people with their overwhelm, with their stress, with their overall cluttered life, I guess, but also to help them overcome obstacles in order to finish a journey or to move forward on a journey. Somehow I see that is what your sort of soul mission is, to help people with that. And maybe some of you have already experienced that, and that you know that you can that you have lived through it, so you have experienced it yourself, and now you can help others with moving forward. So now I want to look at what is holding you back. What are your fears? Pile number 1. Knight of Swords. You are just afraid to take action. You're just afraid to do the thing. The Knight of Swords is about impulsiveness, being unstoppable, taking action. But it's your fear. You're afraid of, what if I take action? What if I try this and it doesn't work? Or if other people, maybe you are even a little bit afraid of what other people are doing. So you're really looking to other people who are trying to do something similar, because nothing is ever going to be the same as what you are able to do. So what is holding you back here is just your fear of taking action. But I also see here with the Knight of Swords that there is a possibility that you are going to be successful, and that once you do take action, and if you have some sort of a plan, because we do have the Emperor here, which indicates structure. Once you do have a sort of a structure in place to actually do the thing and to take action, you can be unstoppable. You can be incredibly successful. But you have to really put logic behind it. You have to really think about it, because the Knight of Swords, the suit of swords, indicates logic, indicates thinking. And when you can see that we started with the Two of Swords here as your current energy, and we're going all the way through the Knight of Swords now, you've already made a lot of steps moving forward, maybe more than you already realize. So now I just want to take a look at what else is it that we need to know about your soul mission, pile number 1. What is it that we need to know? I have the 5 of Pentacles. Financially, it's not going to start out being super easy, but you probably already know that, and that might be a reason why you are hesitating to take action. The 5 of Pentacles in this deck is very interesting, because what we see here is 2 girls standing in front of a door where a party where the party takes place in that house, in that building. And they're really sad because nobody is letting them in. They were knocking, but nobody heard them, probably through the music, and nobody is letting them in. But if they just try to open the door themselves, they would have seen that the door is literally unlocked. The door is open. So if they just tried it, they would have seen that there's actually nothing really going on, and they could have just let themselves in. So that is the energy that I'm getting here with this 5 of Pentacles. It's feeling really focusing on the struggles, and yes, those are valid and those are real, but also knowing that you yourself are part of the solution to overcome that. So hopefully that is a message that will sort of create some peace of mind for you. Let's see what else I can get for you. The Magician. You are so talented. You know what you have. You know that you have what it takes, but all that you still need to do is to actually take action and to actually do the thing, because that is what is missing here. You have the idea, you have the determination, you have the experience, you have the talents, the gifts, but all that is lacking is faith in yourself, as well as the action that you need to take. And if you don't have a plan yet, then I definitely recommend you start on that like right after you finish watching this pick a card reading, because right now one last card that I want to pull for you is a message from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle, where we can see what else is it that you need to know more on a personal level. So this is more soul mission about what you do, but this is about who you are and more self-worth. So what does pile number 1 need to know? I actually got 2 cards for you. Confidence, it comes with time and practice. It does come with time and practice. So I very much encourage you to work on your confidence, because you're going to need it for your soul mission as well. You're going to need it for what it is that you want to do in life. You're going to need that confidence. You're going to have to radiate it, because that is what attracts people. Then I also have mirror, treat your body like the palace it is. Maybe some of you haven't really been taking care of yourself. We can see this in the broadest sense of self-care. This can be about giving yourself the vitamins and minerals that you need. This can be about drinking enough water. Yesterday, I didn't drink enough water, and I've been having a headache all day today. And that is me not treating my body right. And I'm probably not alone in this. Maybe some of you are grinning because that is the same way that you are right now. But treat your body like the palace it is. Treat yourself like the amazing person that you are. And if you want to sort of fulfill your soul mission, if you want to do what you feel like you were born to do, then you're gonna have to treat yourself right too. Because you can only do all that when your body feels like it can do it and has the energy to actually do it. So pile number 1, this was your reading. I really hope it resonated with you. Please let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see more pick a card readings like this, definitely subscribe to the channel, because I do them all the time. You can also join my membership. You get access to our private Discord server, as well as access to video versions of the podcast that I have, Coffee and Cards, where we drink coffee and pull cards for a weekly forecast through tarot and astrology. So if you're interested in that, check out the description, as well as for a link to book a private one-on-one tarot reading with me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hi, pile number 2, you chose this darker little shell, really pretty. I'm gonna put it next to the microphone, and let's get started with taking a look at where you are currently with your energy. What can I tell about you right now? 5 of Wands. There is some sort of conflict going on. This could be a conflict within yourself. It can be a conflict with other people. I don't know what is going on within your life, within your career, within your situation right now, where you are feeling like you have to fight other people to let them know that you are allowed to do certain things in life, that you are allowed to be a certain way in life, and that you feel like you constantly have to fight other people to sort of prove yourself, to let them know like, yeah, no, I can do this, and you know what, I will do this, because that is just what feels right to me. So there might be some conflicts going on with family, with close ones, with coworkers, something like that, where you're having conflict, and where maybe some of you even are feeling like you have to prove yourself. So if that sounds like you, then you probably chose the right pile, and let's get going. But if not, then definitely go back and pick another pile. So now we're going to take a look at what is it that you want out of life. What is it that you want out of life? The 3 of Wands, which is super interesting, because this is literally the card that I told you about in the beginning. This is the card that I pulled when I was taking a look at what should I do a reading on, what should I do pick a card readings on for this month. And this is a card that I pulled, which sort of inspired me to do this reading. So this is literally perfect for you, because what you want out of life is knowing what your purpose is. You want to know what your purpose is, and you want to serve it out. You want to do it. You want to take action. You want to go out there and do the thing. You want to know what is it that you are passionate about, so you can do what you are passionate about. Because that is like, some people feel like they should just do work because it pays the bills. And you know, somehow, like, I get that, I respect that, but some of us, and I say us because I am in the same way that you are like that, we want to do something that really lights that fire within us, and that we want to do something that we feel like makes a difference in the world. We want to go out there, we want to do a thing, and we want to make a difference in the world to people. We just want to feel passionate. We want to be connected to the fire element, like the fire element maybe in our birth chart, or just element of fire in the world, which makes sense because I already pulled 2 wands cards for you, which are both associated with the element of fire. So yeah, that is what you want. You just want to know, like, what is my purpose? What is it that I have to do here in life? Because that is what I want to do. And I love that for you. So let's take a look at what your dream is. Like, maybe something that is hidden. What is your dream? First of all, I have strength. This could indicate something having to do with yourself or the impact that you want to have on the world, because that is what we talked about. But the strength card is about courage. It's about overcoming fears, overcoming anxieties, and having the courage to do something to make a difference for yourself, to create confidence, to generate confidence. Maybe you want to help other people feel confident, or you just want to feel this way no matter what it is that you do in life. You want to feel confident. You want to have the courage to stand up for yourself, to stand up against others, with that, especially with that 5 of Wands energy that we started with here. You want to have that courage to let other people know that, no, this is just who I am, and I'm awesome this way, and you can suck it. That is sort of the energy that I get here. And with this specific deck and with this card, the strength card, this is a winged lion, because that is the animal familiar of the enemy, the shadow witch in this universe, of the story of this tarot deck. And the winged lion was actually supposed to catch or capture the protagonist here, because she's very powerful, and the shadow witch, the enemy, wants to use her powers for evil. But instead, the protagonist was like, no, yes, you are very scary, but she overcame her fear. She was courageous, and she actually befriended the winged lion and made him work for her so that she can overthrow the shadow witch, the evil. So that is sort of the energy, the impact that you want to have. You want to turn fears into courage, and make that, like, take action. And you want people to get confidence. You want yourself to be confident, but you probably feel like, I have to do this first before I can help other people do that. And that is kind of similar actually to pile number 1, where you link your own experiences, what you have done, what you have gone through in life, and you want to help other people basically do it better, do it less painful maybe. That is the energy that I'm getting here for you, which I'm actually really, really liking. So let's take a look at, what are your fears? What is holding you back from this? What is holding you back? Literally fears. 9 of Swords. Literally fears, anxieties, worries. And it is beautiful that we sort of already talked about that your fears and your anxiety and your worries, they are valid. Okay, you're allowed to have them, you're allowed to be worried, but please don't let them hold you back. It is okay to be a little scared, to be a little afraid of not knowing what is out there and what is going to happen, because we all have that. But please don't let them hold you back. Please don't not go out there and do what you're passionate about just because you have these fears. Figure out what your fears are that are valid, and that you just need to have in mind when you do something, and which fears are just holding you back and are not productive at all and aren't helping you in any way. Now let's take a look at, what last things do you need to know about your soul mission. I have the Knight of Pentacles. It's not gonna come super easy. You're definitely gonna have to work for it. This is about, what is that saying? Slow and steady wins the race. Of going slow but doing it right. So you're like I said, we saw a lot of fire energy, so you might have the inkling to just do the thing and to do it and to figure it out along the way. But I think that you need to have a focus in mind. You have to set a goal and know what it is what you're working towards. because that is definitely with the Three of Wands here too. The Two of Wands is about the planning stage and to figure out how you're going to go about it. And with the Three of Wands, you're going to go into the world and do it. So very similar to pile number 1, you're going to want to have the plan in place and to know what it is that you're working towards and do it. And if along the way you're not completely sticking to the plan, but you still know that what you are doing is working towards this goal, that's fine. But that is what I got for the Knight of Pentacles here. Let's see if I can get one last card for the tarot. I have the King of Wands. Again, really focus on that fire energy. And actually in the Witchling Academy tarot, the King of Wands is about praying, like not praying, but pray, like a prayer to the element of fire, the goddess of the element of fire, of praying on your passion and figuring out what your passion is, and to be creative and to be inspiring. And that is the energy of the King of Wands, that you need to know that you have the potential, the possibility of being this, of being the creative, visionary leader, inspiring leader to help others overcome their fears and to conquer their winged lions. And then another card sort of popped out that I wanted to show because I think it belongs here. The Eight of Pentacles. And it sort of feels similar to the Knight of Pentacles, where it's, you really want to sort of, first of all, have a plan, but you really want to work on your skills. You really want to work on your talents to develop them and to get better at them, so you can sort of have this, like when you work with people, you're not going to do the same thing over and over and over and over again, because every person that you work with is different and it's going to require something different. But through working with people, you're going to learn so much, and you're only going to get better as you do it. So yeah, pile number 2, that was a reading for you. I would love to hear in the comments down below how that resonated with you. You can, in the description box, find a link to book a private, personal one-on-one tarot reading with me. I would really appreciate that if you want to do that. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more pick a card readings like this one, or join the membership if you want to get a video version of my podcast, Coffee and Cards, where we drink coffee and pull cards for the week ahead forecast that I do through astrology as well as tarot. And you also get access to the private Discord server. But for now, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hi, pile number 3, you chose the white shell. Let's put it right next to the microphone and take a look at what is your current energy. What is going on in your life right now? Pile number 3, I feel like there's a lot of chaos going on already in the deck. I have the Six of Swords. You seem to be in a transition period right now. Let me see how far you seem to be in a transition period right now of being somewhere, knowing that it no longer works for you, feeling not in your place at all, and you're currently working on transitioning. I don't know how far you already are in the transition, if you're already on your way there, or if you're figuring things out so you can leave your current situation and move on to something better. This can literally be anything. This can be a friendship, a career, a relationship with a family member, your home life. This can indicate so many things, just a transition period in your life. And yes, so let's take a look at what is it that you want out of life. Like, what are your life goals? What are your life wants? Eight of Pentacles. You just want to be really good at something. You want to do something that you feel comfortable doing because you know you're good at it. You know you're talented at it. Maybe you already have something in mind that you know that you're really talented at, that you're really good at, that you want to develop. There's a skill. Maybe there's even more that you want to learn. You just want to learn, and you want to be talented at certain things. You just want to be good at something, and probably you want to be good at multiple things. I don't know why I'm getting that. Usually with the Eight of Pentacles, it's about being really good at one thing, being like developing a certain skill. But somehow I feel like you want to develop more skills. You want to do more than just one thing. You want to be good at more than just one thing, and you want to be able to do those things really, really well. So I like that. I can relate to that. So let's take a look at what are your dreams, like your dreams, some that you might not even know about. What are your dreams? Okay, I actually have 2 cards. Ooh, I have the 7 of Wands. It is underdog energy, so you might be an underdog and you want to sort of overcome that, or I feel more likely you want, and I also have the Knight of Cups, you want to help people, you want to reach out to people who are underdogs and know that they are worth it, they can overcome struggles, maybe they are being put down here by other people, because that is the energy of the 7 of Wands. We see one person here being attacked by all these other swords. And that is this type of person, that is the type of target audience that you seem to be having. It's like you feel like nobody's looking out for these underdogs, you feel like nobody is looking out for them, and you want to be the one to reach out a helping hand. You want to be the one to help them and to know that they are worthy and to know that they are valid. You want to sort of help like some sort of an underdog. That is what I'm getting here. Really interesting. We're definitely going to go a little bit more into that after the next position. What are your fears? Like, what is holding you back from doing what it is that you want to do? What is holding you back? What are your fears? Pile number 3. Oh, I have the 5 of Pentacles as well as the Judgment card. So I had to take a look at which one I actually needed to take. The 5 of Pentacles and the Judgment card. The 5 of Pentacles, that has this particular card from this deck has come up a couple of times already when I am reading with this deck. Same with the 8 of Pentacles. And the 5 of Pentacles in this particular story, they are in front of a door, in front of a building, and they aren't being let in. There's a party going on in this building and they want to go there, but they're knocking and nobody's opening the door. But what they don't know is that the door is literally open. Like, if they would just push the handle, they see that they can let themselves in, literally. And that is sort of what is going on here. You feel like maybe you need the help of other people, which is interesting because the other card that I wasn't really sure if I needed to grab was the 6 of Pentacles. You feel like you need the help of other people to sort of move forward. You feel like you cannot do this alone. But actually what I also see is that is coming out of self-doubt with the Judgment card here. That is coming out of self-doubt, and you need to realize you need to do quite a bit of self-reflection, pile number 3, of knowing that you already are good at something. You don't have to be good at all of the things already. You can develop those skills as you go through the journey. But please don't let it stop you from doing something. Please don't let it stop you from doing the thing and getting out there and just doing it, because you have this target audience that you have in mind, that you feel very passionate about helping, and that is valid. And it would be such a shame if you weren't able to help them, or there might be people that already need your help. But if you start doing this like years later, when you feel like you've gotten the help that you needed, like, I don't need like help, like mental health help or something like that. I mean, like, in the thing that you want to do, you feel like you need help, you feel like you need the help of others, but you already have what it takes. You do. You already have what it takes. You already have enough talent of doing what it is that you need to do, so that you can help your target audience, so that you can help those underdogs and be that Knight of Cups for them, to be that reaching helping hand, being compassionate, showing compassion, knowing that, or letting them know what they deserve, and helping them with their problems. And you need to do that self-reflection in order to see that you're just having a lot of self-doubt and it's not productive. It is only holding you back. And once you do that, then during your process, you can always reach out for help. You can always, like, I don't know, learn something new from take on a mentor or something like that. And I even feel like once the time is right and you've moved sort of all through that, then you can be on the giving end as well. So people who feel like they can't start because they need someone, you can be that someone for them. Woo! So that was a lot. Let's take a look at what is like more things that I need to know, or that you need to know for your soul mission. I have the Empress. You need to take really good care of yourself. The Empress is mothering energy. It's connecting with nature. So I don't know if that means something to you, connecting to nature, taking a walk, connecting with animals. Maybe some of you feel like literally the underdog that I want to help is animals. So some of you might want to work with animals, and maybe you feel like you need to, I don't know what the help would be if you want to work with animals and you feel like you cannot do it right now. But think of ways to already care for animals or to care for nature. Or it could also be like mothering energy, literally a daycare, something like that. What is it that you can already do, like to help those underdogs, sort of? So, but also taking care of yourself. Self-care is going to be really necessary in your soul mission, because what you're going to do might take a lot from you. So making sure that you have that energy and that you're taking care of yourself is going to be really necessary. So let's take a look. Pile number 3. Ooh. 9 of Swords. You have so much worry, so much anxiety. That's totally not necessary. You need to, again, do that self-reflection and figure out which ones of my worries are valid and are gonna help me stay on top and make sure that I plan for everything and that I, take in account what could go wrong, but not have it, there's a word for it, I don't know, sort of like paralyze you. Don't let it hold you back. Here I also have the Hermit card. Do your research, learn about things, like, again, brush up on your skills, on the talent. Things will sort of come as they go. But also with the Hermit card, that is about introspection. So again, that self-reflection is going to be so important. I feel like once you do that introspection work, that self-reflection work, then things are going to fall into place, and it's going to make it much easier for you, and you're going to make it a lot easier for yourself as well. But listen to yourself. Try and find the trust in yourself. That is really important here with this specific Hermit card as well from this tarot deck, where the protagonist here really needs to listen to her inner voice and to her inner guidance in order to find the answers that she's looking for. So now I want to take a card from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck and take a look at what is it on a self-worth, self-love level that you need to hear about your soul mission. Clover, release your guilt. What is it that you feel guilty about? Is there anything to do within your soul mission that you feel like is powered by guilt? Is what you want to do, is it powered by guilt or is it powered by passion? I don't know how that necessarily could relate to you, and it might be a very specific message for some of you, so I'm definitely going to pull another card. But I feel for some of you, what you're doing right now might be powered by guilt, but you shouldn't let guilt hold you back, because it's only a negative. Guilt is not productive and it will not help you move forward. And you need to do what you want to do in life. You need to do what you're passionate about, instead of need to do because you're powered by guilt for some reason. Okay, the next one that I have is expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. Again, you feel like we already talked about that with the 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, and Judgment card here for your fears, having to do with other people, where you feel like you need to wait for other people to be able to do the thing that you need to do, but you don't. It's almost as if you're looking for approval, looking for acceptance, but what if you could get your own approval? What if you approve of what you do? What if you accept what you do? I think that is much more important and much more powerful and much more helpful and productive as well. So instead of seeking anyone else's approval or trying to live up to anyone else's expectations, live up to your own expectations, and don't set them too high. Please, don't set them too high, and try and get your own approval. So pile number 3, that was a reading for you. I hope it resonated with you. Please let me know in the comments down below how it resonated with you. I would love to hear that. You can book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me through the link in the description box below. You can also find a link there to join the membership that I offer here on YouTube, where you get access to the private Discord server, which is really fun. as well as the video version of the podcast that I have, Coffee and Cards. Oh, I still have a little bit of coffee left. I forgot. But we drink coffee and we do a tarot reading, and we like for the forecast through tarot and astrology. Really, really fun. So definitely check that out if you're interested. And if you want to see more pick card readings like this one, subscribe to the channel because I do them all the time. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.